Hello, how are you today? This is JilliBling. I have a project I'd love to share with you using new product from the upcoming annual catalog, which will begin on May 4th. What do you think? I can't say I copied it from someone because I just kind of made it up. This is using a new set, Etched in Nature, and for the background I used the birch set. And for the oval, I used, missing one oval, I used layering ovals. And this die set is about to be retiring, so I wanted to make sure to use it soon. And using a few, or at least one new color, which is Evening Evergreen. It's very, very beautiful, very rich color. I'll also be using Craft White for the birch background and Memento, because I'll be coloring it in. And let me make sure it's still going. I just got a text message and sometimes it turns off, but we're still going. Cool. Okay, so here is the project. And I already did a little bit of the stamping and coloring because I know that takes a bit of time and you don't need to wait through that. Everyone has the blends, knows how to color. That's using Navy Light and Dark, Granite Light and Dark, the color lifter to kind of soften it up, cinnamon, crumb cake, and that's it. And then for this, oh, I was trying something a little bit different between the two of them. Do you like the Granny Apple Green one or the white? I think I kind of like the white, and for that I colored it first, slate, and then I used my Stampin' Chalk marker just to go over the slate blends color of these little balls. I'm sure that there's an official term for it, just to make them look like little fluff, little mini cotton. Okay, so this will be the sample. These are already done. In the new catalog, there is Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and for the sample here, I used this, it's kind of like a crumb cake color, but I might try a different color, maybe the gray. I don't know if they give these names, but knowing Stampin' Up! Colors, I'm assuming this is Granite, Crumb Cake, Very Vanilla, Basic White, Basic Black. I'm assuming. But nice that they all come together. I certainly use a lot of twine. Okay, so this will be the top, and in just a minute we'll stamp with Craft White and put in embossing powder, the birch stamp. For the inside, I already stamped the, I don't know what you call that, the shrubbery. Yeah, and I'll put the words right up here. So let's do the birch. And I have it on Stamparatus, just because at first I was trying to stamp it with just the white only. And I wanted to stamp it a few times because just Craft White, it doesn't, well, I'll show you, it doesn't quite get white enough. That's good there. I'll show you. But you know what, if I'm going to stamp it twice, you know what, I'll show you it once. I don't need to stamp it twice because I decided to use white embossing powder, and that remedies all. Because if you do it just in the white craft, it's very faint, and I wanted the stamp to have stronger color. I'll show ya. So when I was stamping these images, it's a very delicate set, and I wasn't getting a good stamp. So I put it on Stamparatus, and I inked it 2 or 3 times to get that much of an outline. It was a little challenging for me. And I read on the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator website, people say, I'm not getting a good image. And you just need to make sure your stamp pad is not too wet or too dry, and you should get a good image. So there it is. That's how it started out, and I thought, I want it darker than that, which is why I put it on Stamparatus to apply another layer of color. But you really don't need it if you use white embossing powder. Birch background, love it. So this is just for the white powder, because I always get it everywhere. Usually I have my tub, but it's in some project box. Some are across the city. I don't know. Okay, you could already tell that looks a lot better. The color is a lot deeper, richer. So now I'm going to use my heat tool and heat this. And there it is. So let's see what's next. Next is to take this and set it on top of this evening evergreen paper and run both through with the oval die and cut out an oval. And you know, I could stick, I'm just gonna go, yeah, probably should have pulled out my other one. So I'm going to stick it around, put adhesive around the outside edges only, and that's because we're going to use the cutout oval for this paper down here. Okay, so I'll cut this out. Hold on. Usually I have all this done, but this card, because I did all the coloring, I know it won't take too long, so I'm doing a lot of steps which I normally would have pre-done. I hope it's okay. Okay, so here's the oval. We're done with that. And we'll use this for the Just For You. This, I'm gonna file it. Just For You, and that's gonna go in Whisper White Craft pigment ink. Okay. White powder is on there. Okay, so now I'm going to trim this. 4 corners trimmed. And if ever you run something through on your machine and you get little freckles from your cutting pad that's well loved, just take your adhesive remover and go over them, and it will pick up probably 95% of them. Just get it cleaned up. Okay. So this is going to go right on here, and I'm going to put it on with liquid glue. Sometimes the adhesive, it doesn't like to stick on heat embossing. Liquid glue has no problem with it. Just like that. Okay, we'll let that dry. So for now, let's work on, oh, which one am I going to choose? Oh, this one already. Those could go off to the side. Okay, so here's the paper base. This is Sahara sand, cut in half. I'll put all the products used, paper cut sizes on my blog, which is JilliBling.com. Okay, so this, I know it's kind of drying a little bit. Put that here. And because this is a bit of a shadow box, I'm going to use dimensionals on the back side of the evening evergreen. 1 dimensional. If I was in the kitchen and saw one little item, like 1 pickle in the jar, I'd be like, hey, who did that? I'll do 6. And I could attach this now because the branch and the bird are just going to get tucked into the oval. Okay, I've got this, which will go about here. Where's that bird? The bird could go right about here. That one I had it tucked in. Yeah, it looks good tucked in like that. So with that said, I'm going to put some glue right here and right here. Guess what I did today? Jennifer and I went and got our COVID shot. My friend Shelly, she had an in, and she got us in, and we did it. And her husband, Tim. What a relief. Thanks to Shelly. Shelly had access to extra shots. She took care of us. Don't you just love friends? Friends that take care of you. How should I put that? Maybe more in the middle this time. Okay, so I like it right there, so I'm going to put glue at the bottom of it and glue at the top and nothing in the middle. That's the plan. Glue at the bottom, glue at the top, and nothing in the middle. Okay, so that gets to stick. In just a minute, I'm going to put a dimensional under bird, but I need this to stick. Isn't that how everyone sticks their stuff? Oh, I didn't put the twine on. Do I want the twine? See, to me that's looking a little purple now. I don't know if I like that. Maybe this one will have no twine. Does it really add anything? It's okay. I think it'll be without twine for now. Can't put a bow. This is a guy card. Oh, and May is Manly May. That's my intent. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this needs some words. Did I let you look at that stamp set? So there's the bird, a moth, mushrooms, I think that's clovers, and this branch thing. Just for you. When being together is more important than what you do, you're with a friend. That's true. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to do those nice words in that new evening evergreen color. And when you look at this, you could tell that every time I stamped, I was about to catch an edge. So just be careful and don't push too hard and it'll be fine. This is kind of dangerous after I did all that stamping and coloring. Not too hard. Perfect. When does that happen? Okay, so this is ready. Is that crooked? It's a little bit crooked. Okay, it's a lot crooked. Well, I'm going to straighten it out. You know how to do that, right? Take your paper cutter. Oh, let me show you. I should have my little mini Stampin' Up! One. Okay, take your paper cutter, and when you look on this, I have this against the line. You notice how crooked it is? So what you do is put it in and make your words, let me see if you could see this. Yeah, you could see. Make your words straight with the cutting edge. Okay? So this is what I cut off. And you could tell that's how crooked I was. So now that you have the top straight, just straighten out using your guide up against the top. Just straighten out the rest of it. And it'll make the paper a little bit smaller, but it's so worth it to have straight words. Crooked words, bad. Okay. Straight words and 4 little pieces. Okay, so let's attach this to the inside. I won't blind you with my big blinged out pink adhesive runner. And I went off the edge. If ever you do that, just kind of roll it down to the back part. This good one's really sticky, but if it won't roll back, it's go now. You could use your adhesive remover. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, got it sent. Oh, okay. This is more of a tips and trip for basic stamping, I guess. When trying to get a paper on to another rectangular paper, if you hold it in diagonal corners, before you can set it down, see I could still move it? I'm looking at the top corner, top corner, bottom. Once they're equal, then you can put it down, and usually it works out just fine. And it's straight on the paper. Okay, excess adhesive gone. Okay, let's see how the card front is coming out. This is really simple, very cute. Little bird. Oh, I wanted to put a dimensional on him. Just one. You could go right here. Oh, and you know, another tip is if you're cutting out somewhere that's in the center, just go ahead and cut through. Let me see if you could see that. So I cut through the bird right there, his leg, because when it lays flat together, it looks like it's right where it should be. But with that said, I should get a little dimensional for connecting the leg to the body again. Do I have another pair of scissors? I have pokey. Okay, I have spatula. So I want this a little bit underneath the leg. I don't want to see it through the top. Okay, see where I put that? And now the bird will cover it up. Okay, so now for this one. And there it is. It's okay without the twine. So let's put the inside in. Like I said, Manly May is coming up. I'll be doing lots of man cards. I don't know about this set, but I'll use whatever sets I could get my hands on. Do lots of man cards for the whole year in 1 month. That's nice, isn't it? I love this new color. Okay, well, there it is. What do you think? I like it. So this is JilliBling. My blog is JilliBling.com, and I will put all the products used and paper sizes on my blog. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. Bye.